Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's beauty blog. For those of you that are new here, hi! My name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to this video. Today we are going to talk about the new limited edition Neurotris and Jane Mann Special Edition 2023 Personal Microcurrent Toner, which is called the Lift unit. This is a collaboration between Neurotris and Jane Mann. It has a special program that works in your fascia and the connective, which is the connective tissue for fascia release. Now, before we get into this, I want to apologize because I haven't filmed here in my studio for a little bit, so the lighting may be off a little bit and the angle of my camera, so I'm still working on it. It's just like, you know, I film these type of videos where I demonstrate my skincare, my devices with you guys, and so that you could follow along, that I'm not in here much filming these days. So I apologize for that off the bat. And if you could do so, please give this video a like. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my community and leave me a comment. All right, so let's talk about this unit. So if you have been following my channel, say around May is when I got my Pico toner too. You know, from the moment the Pico toner arrived, I felt instantly in love, and I'm so in love with it till this day. And you're probably thinking, since I already have a Pico toner, why do I have the Jane Mann Lift unit? Now, let me tell you something. So I think this was like a couple weeks ago. I was on Instagram and I saw the post by Neurotris of them releasing the special edition for 2023. And I was thinking to myself, oh, you know what? I already have my Pico toner. I don't need the Jane Mann Lift unit, okay? So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get it. As much as I was thinking about it, I was like, no, I can't do it. Well, Tuesday morning, I woke up in so much pain on the left side of my neck, my trap, my shoulder, and I had somehow hurt my neck and my shoulder. And as I'm, sitting there, I get the email from Neurotris saying that they only have 37 more units of these in stock. So they made a total of 50 of these units. It's a special edition. So once it sells out, that's it for this year. And I was like, okay, let's check this out. So I clicked on the email and it brought me to, I think it's the 5 videos that Jane created for this unit. I watched the introduction and then I went into her using the program 1 with the gloves and massaging everywhere. And I was looking at her skin and her facial structure, and she looked amazing, like the glow in her skin, her structure. I could really see that fascia releasing. And you all know me, how much I love and preach to work on your fascia. It's the key to healthy aging. And microcurrent is my favorite modality. I love microcurrent, especially Neurotris microcurrent, because it is a dynamic microcurrent that is patented, okay? Nobody could copy it. So I watched all the videos and I'm like, I'm sold. And I'm like, but I don't have any money. So what I did is my husband always asks me every year what I want for Christmas, and I always tell him, I don't need anything. So I was obsessing about this unit because, I'm in pain, I'm vulnerable. I really wanted to try P1 and see how effective it was on me for the fascia. And just looking at Jane, she just looks so amazing. Like, she even in one of the videos, she goes, gosh, I look 10 years younger just from making these videos. And I do see the changes in her skin from each video that she produced for this unit. So my husband got up and I asked him, I said, honey, I really want this for Christmas. And he goes, okay. And I said, but here's the deal, is you have to buy it for me now because they only have 37 units in stock. It's a limited edition and I know it's going to sell out. He said, okay, you got it. So this is my Christmas present. So, and as of right now that I'm making this video, I do not know how many of these are left in stock. I do know before I did this intro, sorry, Misha's in here and she's making some noise. Before I'm filming this intro, after I did my treatment with this today, I did reach out to my very dear friend who's a soul sister of mine. And because she's been asking me like since last night, like, please let me know how this is. And she picked up the Pico toner on my recommendation and from, you know, watching my videos. And I told her, I said, it's amazing. I said, you definitely want to get it. And I wanted to let her know first, because what happens is sometimes when I tell you guys how much I love something is that you guys go out and buy it right away. And, you know, she's like a sister to me. She's family, and I really wanted to let her know before I filmed this. So I apologize for that, but I just had to do it. So let's talk about what's different about these. So what's different is with the Pico toner, you have two programs. You have program 1, which is toning and lifting, and it's a 30-minute program. And the toning and lifting is what you use to lift and tone your muscles. You can also use it to work on your fine lines and wrinkles, sun damage. It's also great for plumping the skin because it does plump up the muscles. P2 is also a 30-minute program, and it aids in increasing ATP, collagen, and elastin, so that's skin density. It also aids in, well, all microcurrent will aid in lymphatic drainage, just so you know. You don't have to buy a separate device for lymphatic drainage, but it will aid in lymphatic drainage too, but it also helps with the skin density, which is collagen and regenerating those fat cells. And so P2 works mainly in the skin, and you will get a little bit of that surface level fascia, right? Just right under the skin. So that is what the Pico toner is. Now with the Jane Mann Lift unit, what is different is that this does not have P2. It has the P1 program in the Pico toner is actually the P2 program here in the Lift unit, which is solely by Neurotris. Now, P1 is Jane Mann's current running through this. So Jane and Tony worked together on this, and the same way that they did with the original Lift unit, but they made it different in this unit. So P1 is a 60-minute program, fascia release by Jane Mann. A 60-minute protocol that uses alternating fascia release signals. So I was gonna say by Jane Mann again, sorry. So that's what's different in here. And I have to tell you, this unit is complete magic. So this arrived yesterday, and I said I wasn't going to try it until today. I was going to save it for a first impression. But as you guys know that I have been having some issues with my neck and my shoulder, I decided to go in with this and use it on my arms on that fascia release program. So P1 on both of my arms, and really worked into my fascia and in the back of my neck and into my traps just to try it. And oh my gosh, I was in love instantly. Felt amazing, and I felt release from it. So today I used it on my skin, and I used it today. My skin just looks so good. After I did the treatment today, and about 15 minutes later, I looked at my skin and I couldn't even see my wrinkles anymore. Like, it plumped up my skin so much. I spent a lot of time on the P1 program, and really massaged my skin with the gloves. And then I went in with a short lift program using both the Omna lifts. So you guys are gonna go into that demo after I finish this intro. Now, this unit, I would suggest it's for everyone because we all should be paying attention to our fascia. Now, I will still continue to use my Pico toner because I love P2. What I love about P2 in the Pico toner is that it works in the skin. So I really love it after an aggressive treatment. So after I do microdermabrasion, which is with my dermadisc treatment, I love to go in with P2 because it helps calm down the inflammation in my skin and it helps it heal. It helps with wound healing. Also, I love it for after I shave my skin because that is an aggressive form of full exfoliation for me too. I love to just work P2 into my skin. It really focuses on the skin health. Then, of course, you know, P1 in this program or in the Pico toner is like the P2 here in the lift unit. So my thing is I will use both of these because I'm looking at them as, you know, multifunctional. As you all know, the Neurotris devices are medically cleared to use over your thyroid on your neck. So you can use both of them here on your neck, which this is so important because from all of our skincare devices, this part of our neck gets neglected, right? Because you can't use it because they're not medically cleared. Well, Neurotris took it a step further and they got their devices medically cleared. They're actually medically cleared to use on your chest. You could use them all over your body, which is amazing and one of the many reasons I love Neurotris Pico Toner and the new Jane Mann Lift unit. So I have some really wonderful treatments planned around this lift unit because you can use it on the body, as these aren't just called a personal microcurrent toner, but it's a personal facial and body sculptor, okay? So you can use them all over the body. So I'm gonna be starting a new series and it's gonna be focused around fascia health. It's gonna be like a holiday glow up series where we're gonna focus on mental health, overall body, really focus on our fascia. It's going to be a really good series that I will be introducing you probably to tomorrow because I want to start it on Monday the 6th, well, the first part of it. So if you've had the Pico toner on your wish list and you're waiting for a Black Friday deal, I cannot tell you if Neurotris will have a Black Friday special. I kind of think that this is their special right here because the special edition unit is actually with everything that comes in the box from the lift unit and the Omna lift probe, that already is about $1,000. So your Pico toner goes for $595, okay? Your Omna lift probe goes for $390. So you do the math. They have this on special right now to where you can get everything that I'm going to show you for $690 plus tax and shipping, just so you know. All right, so let's get into the unboxing of this and I can show you everything that comes in the box with this unit. It is such a great deal. You will love it. I just really love the way my skin looks. Now, I don't wear like traditional foundation anymore. I wear skin tints and I have a skin tint on my skin today and you can just see this healthy radiance shining through everywhere, even my neck and my chest. So, and just like my facial structure looks really good too. All right, so let's get into this. I don't want to chat too long because the demo is pretty long, but I really wanted to give you a good demo so you could see what this unit does for the skin. All right, so this is the box that it comes in. And when you get it, your Jane Mann Lift unit is actually wrapped up in bubble. like this, and it's just laying in here. So, all right, so we'll take that out. You get your instruction manual, and then they have a QR code here that you scan, and it will take you to the special website where you can find all the videos on how to use your unit. All right, so what's in here? All right, so here is the goodies. So I'm going to show you everything. All right, so you get your Jane Mann Lift probe, okay? So I have 2 of these now, and in the demo video, we're using both of them at the same time for our lift session. And that's what's cool about the Pico toner, is you can use 2 attachments at the same time, whether it be 2 lifts, or you can do the probes and another attachment, the toning pads, the gloves and the probes. You can do that with the lift unit and the Pico toner. I just have to tell you, if you are using 2 probes at the same time, 2 omnas, that the current is divided in half. So you're gonna, if I had it at 40%, so 20% on this one and 20% on the other, just so you know. So here is another lift, and it looks exactly the same as my original lift. And I know what you're thinking. I was thinking, like, at first, I'm like, okay, am I gonna use this now? Am I gonna save it? Or just in case something happens to my lift probe, or should I just hang on to it, okay? I used it because I'm gonna use both probes on clients when I do facials. I cannot wait to do a treatment on my clients with this lift unit. So one thing I wanted to point out is that the new cords for the new cable attachment or pin attachment for the Omna is a lot shorter, where our other one is a lot longer. So I wanted to point that out. So they did change it, so it is shorter. And then if you already have a Pico toner too, you have the longer accessory cable. So I wanted to point that out. So if you do get this unit, or you do get a Jane Mann Lift probe, I would recommend not installing the pins. I would recommend keeping the ball attachments on here, because once you install the pins, you can't go back. These you can use on your face too. So just so you guys know, I just wanted to put that out there, and Jane recommends that too. So don't attach the pins. That's my personal recommendation for you. So the lift is my favorite way to perform microcurrent. This is a game changer for your microcurrent, and this probe will fit any device where you can have attachments, okay? If you have other microcurrent devices, you can definitely use this. And I've explained that in other videos. Okay, so we have an Omna probe. Next, we get an 8 ounce of the conduction gliding gel. So this is Neurotris's gel. And it's just really simple ingredients. We have water, we have glycerin, we have minerals in here. So you get a free conductive gel. I haven't used it yet, but we will definitely try it. Now you get their ion conditioning mist, and this is 4 ounces. So this is a conductive spray. You can use this to rehydrate your gel. You can spray this on your conductive gloves before you get a treatment. So you get this, and this does have salt in it. So just so you know, if you have like any, abrasions on the skin, any open wounds, or your skin is just maybe a little bit sensitive from exfoliation, I will tell you this can be a little bit stingy on the skin due to that salt. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there. You get 2 Pico toner cables. You get one with the glove snaps, and then you get one without the snaps. You get a pair of the sculpting gloves right here. So these are the basic sculpting gloves. These are one size fits most. If you are going to use the gloves as your main source for this unit, I would suggest that you upgrade to the light gray ones. They're a lot softer than these ones, and they come in sizes. I have the size medium, and these are the gloves that we use today because these can be a little bit too scratchy on my hypersensitive skin. So if you are going to use the gloves a lot, I would suggest upgrading them at the time that you purchase this unit or your Pico toner, because the shipping for Neurotris is $20.99 within here in the US. So you want to try to grab all your accessories that you want around that same time so you can save on the shipping. But I did upgrade my gloves. They're a bit more conductive, they're softer, and they're thicker, and you can get them in sizes versus the gloves that come with them, okay? These will still work. They're great intro, and if you can't afford, upgrading the gloves, you can definitely use these, okay? And the next thing you get is 100 poly glove inserts, so that's 50 pairs. So these I did not use in the video because they are a little bit noisy for when you're recording, but I do use these when I'm not filming with the gloves, okay? And then you get a silver drawstring bag to store your Pico toner and accessories in. So that is what comes in the box, and this is a special price at $690, okay? So I wanted to do an unboxing with you. I have to tell you, this unit is everything I thought it was gonna be and more. And I'm so excited to create content around this unit. I know it's special edition, but it's just simply amazing. And like I said, if you've had the Pico toner on your wish list, if you love Jane Mann and you follow along with her working your fascia, if you love working your fascia, this is amazing. It's amazing, it's amazing. And I am so happy to have both of these devices. I have some plans, like, when I'm working on clients, I can use this on their skin. Maybe if they're, one unit I will use, like while they're maybe doing a mask, I'll hook up some alligator clips to a sheet mask, and then I'm going to throw on the gloves, and I'm going to use that P1 program, and I'm going to do a nice fascia release on their arms and their shoulders and their chest. I think it's just amazing. I have so many things planned around with this, and one of the things that I have planned around this too for myself is, as you all know, I love my block therapy, and I think this is going to take it up a notch. Especially when I do that face lifter program. I think I want to use this unit on P1. After I work an area, I'm gonna go in with this unit and massage in that area that I've done block therapy. So many things to come with this. Just look forward to it. And I just really, really love this. I just cannot tell you, like, oh my God, 2 favorite purchases of 2023. Now, one of the other things that I love about Neurotris is that when you use these microcurrent devices, it's a pure energy. It's a feel-good energy. Every time you use these devices, whether it be on your body, your hands, your face, you feel so good. It's different than any other microcurrent device I've tried. Like sometimes certain devices, after you use them, sometimes you just don't feel good after. But this, I have never experienced that whatsoever. So I just wanted to put that out there. These are really good. They make you feel good all over, and you can use them all over your body too. All right, so that is it for this part of the video. You guys are gonna go into my long demo. It is a little bit over an hour long. I show you what I put on my skin before the treatment because I think that's important. So you guys will go into that. So I'm sending you all so much love and light, and I really hope that you love this video, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, before I go, I wanted to let you know that I will put the link for this down below. This is not sponsored. I picked this up on my own. I'm not affiliated with this whatsoever. So with the Pico toner, if you use my link for the Pico toner, I do make a small commission off this because I did sign up for the affiliate link. But with this one, it's not affiliated whatsoever, and I will make no money on this whatsoever. And I just wanted to tell you that I did buy both of these on my own, so it's not sponsored. Aloha everyone, and welcome to this demonstration of the new special edition Pico Toner 2 Lift Unit by Neurotris and Jane Mann. Now, I used this last night on my arms and in my shoulders. I've been suffering a lot of pain in my left side of my neck into my shoulder complex. And I did some block therapy last night. And then I went in with this, with the gloves, and I worked on my arms and and the back of my neck, here in my traps and in the shoulders. And it was amazing. So before we get into the first part of this demo, I'm going to show you this lift program, which is program 1. It is a 60-minute program that works in the connective tissue, the fascia, and for fascia release. I am not going to do the full 60 minutes. We're just going to do a nice quick treatment, and then we're going to go into the lifting portion. And for the lifting portion, I'm going to do, I'm going to use two Omna lifts, and we're going to do those holds. But what we're going to do is we're going to work in the connective tissue and the fascia, get it all nice and, you know, ready for this treatment. Now, I have already done block therapy, and I used my Omna, my Jane Mann Omna, before I went into the shower. I used it in my scalp all over, and then I just worked in each section of my neck, my traps, my chest, my face, everywhere for about 30 seconds in each area to prep my tissues, and then I flushed everything out. And what I find is really important for these is to let you know everything that I'm using on my skin. So I'm going to prep my skin for this treatment. And as we all know, microcurrent is excellent for product penetration. So I'm going to show you everything that I'm going to put on my skin. So while we're working on our fascia and our microcurrent for lifting and toning, these products are going to get penetrated into my skin. Now, if you follow my channel, you know I love my Victoria Deanne peptides, and what I went in first with is I went in with my balancing cleanser from Victoria Deanne. It's an oil-free, gentle cleanser. It's amazing, especially for this time of year. Gets your skin nice and clean and prepared for Victoria Deanne. It's also great for microcurrent too. So now I'm going to go in with a cotton round with my Capture Youth Water from Joella Milan. And I'm just going to go over my skin with this Capture Youth Water, okay? So for this first part of the treatment, we are going to use the gloves. We will not be using any conductive gel. But the Joella Milan Capture Youth Water does have minerals in it. It also has like platinum, gold, and silver, which we all know help conduct microcurrent into the skin. So I'm just using this everywhere I'm going to apply peptides. And then what I like to do is just take a little bit extra, mist my face with it all over. And then we're just going to do a little massage and friction all around the area. Just to get those ions working. So if you've been following along here, you already know everything about these products that I'm applying to my skin. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I just want to show you what I'm applying to my skin so you know everything, okay? So I'm going to go in with my first Victoria DN peptide, and that is going to be Pepti Lift. So I'm going to take 1 drop, put this on my forehead. I like to work it in sections. So I'm taking another drop, and I'm going to take this down from here underneath my eyes and over my nose. All right. So like I mentioned, I don't want this video to be centered around my skincare. I just am showing you what I'm applying to my skin because everybody always asks. And that you can, if you have these products, you can definitely use them with this treatment. And for application tips and tricks, you can go back to my other videos. All my videos, I think for like the last month, are centered around Victoria DN. So they're amazing, true game changers for your skin. Amazing, amazing. So I did take a before video so we can look at my skin after we complete this treatment. So for this video, I am not going to be using the conductive gel that comes with the unit or the spray. I will save those for another time because I am going to I'm going to apply makeup, and I really don't want to use anything that I have to like cleanse off my skin. And since I haven't tried the Neurotris conductive gel, I don't want to apply that to my skin for today. I'm going to use the O2 calming gel from Lemieux, and we're just going to use a little bit of that for the lifting portion. So now I'm going in with Pepti Tone. I just cannot believe how good my skin looks. My skin looks so good, guys, like really, really good. I'm just amazed. And a lot of it has to do with the Pico toner, these Victoria DN peptides, and red LED light therapy. All right. So Pepti Lift, what it does is it goes in and it lifts the skin, okay? Pepti Tone is a neuropeptide, and it helps with fine lines and wrinkles. So these are your base peptides to start out with Victoria DN. This is where you would want to start. So Pepti Lift is going to bring the cells closer together and help, you know, with tone and lifting the skin. It will help define those facial contours. And Pepti Tone is going to work on your fine lines and wrinkles, especially in those areas where you have the dynamic wrinkles from repetitive movement. So forehead, your 11s, your crow's feet, lines around the mouth, smile lines, tech neck lines, and I put it on my chest because I have wrinkles on my chest from sleeping on my side. If you have wrinkles all over, apply it all over. If you want to use it to treat your wrinkles and as a preventative, apply it all over. If you want to spot treat with it, just in the areas where you see those dynamic wrinkles, you can definitely do that. So next we're gonna go into Procol. So these are my daily peptides. I apply these twice a day, morning and night. And using these with microcurrent is amazing, 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 amazing. Especially with Neurotris dynamic microcurrent. Tony is a genius and really knows the skin and what it needs. And the same thing with Jane Mann. Jane Mann is a genius too. She is amazing. I'm surprised that her YouTube channel doesn't have as many followers as it does. I'm surprised that she's not, you know, out there. I think she needs to be out there more so versus some other people that we see. I think that Jane Mann is really the true electrical esthetician because she really understands microcurrent and how to use it on the skin. And you should watch every single video that she puts out because you will learn something. She drops all these knowledge bombs that are amazing. You will always walk away with something from watching Jane Mann, whether it be a new technique or some really helpful information about your skin, microcurrent, healthy aging, fascia. All right, so that is Pepti Procol. So when you're applying these peptides, you have to wait 1 to 2 minutes in between each application. Now, I did the Victoria Deanne 5% lactic and collagen peel last night. I slept with it on overnight to prep my skin for microcurrent today. So I did a nice gentle exfoliation already. I just really love that peel. It is amazing. Makes my skin look so good. My skin looked so good when I woke up this morning. All right, so next we're gonna go in with Pepti Elastin. So Procol helps with making your collagen stronger. And it's gonna help with building collagen, okay? Elastin is what gives your skin that recoil. So this is going to help with that bounce and like that rubber band effect in the skin. This is great if you're seeing sagging skin, jowling, a sagging neck. And with this one, I focus it from right here, all down here, down to my neck. Because when you're getting jowling or sagging right in here, if you go like this, and if you go like this, you can see all this lift up, right? So that's where I focus it on my skin. So we're gonna go in with the Elastin, and I always start out on my face per section with 1 drop, and put this underneath your eyes too. I just put it on my nose, I don't know why. All right, so I do 1 drop, and that 1 drop is actually enough. So I did 1 drop here, and then now I'm doing 1 drop for this section. Make sure you put them all in front of your ears and behind your ears. And then I'm gonna take 2 drops for my neck. I always take 2 drops for my neck and my chest. Now you have to remember too, is my skin is different than your skin. And you may require more drops, just depending. When I very first started these peptides, I required more drops. And they say that you can use 5 to 10 drops on your skin. Okay, so there is Pepti Elastin. And then after this, we will go in with Pepti Hyaluronic and Pepti Pad, okay? So it's just like with these peptides, it's a long process of applying them, but once they start getting into your skin, you apply them properly and you use them twice a day, you will see amazing changes in your skin. Like I think like I look already like maybe like 3 years younger, maybe more. So I use the complete Victoria DN system. I have all their peptides except for 2. I do not have correct HP, which is for hyperpigmentation, or Pepti Acne. Now I'm going to pick up Pepti HP, correct HP, because I do have a spot right here I want to work on. I use their Rejuvenator. Now Pepti Repair, I do not use every single night. I use that after an aggressive exfoliation when my skin feels compromised. Okay, so let's go in with Pepti Hyaluronic. But Pepti Hyaluronic is a really great one to use with your microcurrent, by the way, because this works on restoring your skin's natural mattress, which is that hyaluronic acid. So if you have dry, dehydrated skin, you live in a dry environment, this is going to help restore that. It's also great for those who like to get fillers because it really helps plump up the skin, because part of your skin density, and it's not just fat pads, collagen, or dermal fat cells, it's actually the hyaluronic acid too. So, and I do like to put this one over my lips too, by the way. So what's nice about applying these peptides too before microcurrent, especially if we're going to be using the gloves, is that the gloves can be scratchy on the skin, especially if you have sensitive skin or you have a compromised barrier. I did upgrade my Neurotris gloves. I got the silver sculpting gloves, the ones that are gray. I believe they're like $95 for one pair. They're softer and way better made than the ones that come with the unit. So if you are someone who uses the gloves a lot, you might want to consider upgrading your sculpting gloves. So I know that with these gloves, they are a little bit more expensive compared to some other devices that are out there on the market that have gloves. But the thing is that Neurotris gloves are patented, so nobody can copy them. And the reason why I picked these up too, so I have a very good esthetician friend, and she recommended that I pick these up because she says that they're definitely better with conducting into the skin. So I'm going to, while this is penetrating into my skin, I'm just going to gently squeeze out my gloves here, just so they're nice and prepared for this treatment. All right, so let's go in with the last Pepti, and that's going to be the Pepti Pad. So Pepti Pad, I do not put everywhere. I just put it, basically where my fat pads are and where I want that plumping. So I do put it all over my forehead. You want to make sure that you do concentrate it here in between your brows because we do have a fat pad there. I put it on my temples and underneath my eyes because we do have a fat pad there. And then I take it and I do put it on top of my cheeks here. So basically I put this all over my face. I was trying it on my neck, but I didn't see any difference in it. So this is mainly for regenerating those fat pads and storing plumpness into the skin density. Make sure you want to concentrate it right in through here, around your mouth and your marionette lines. So with this one, it has hydrators in it, so it will give you that instant plumping in the skin. And this one feels really cushy on the skin, and it is just a little bit sticky. So as you can see, this is a long process to prep the skin, but this is part of my daytime skincare routine. And like I said, I wanted to show you everything that I'm going to be using on my skin today so that you could see. All right, so I'm not going to apply my eye serum because I'm gonna apply that after. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the Joella Milan Capture Youth Water, And I'm just going to mist my skin all over with this. And we're just going to give it just a little bit of a massage. So we do have those minerals on the skin. And this will help penetrate those peptides a little bit further into the skin. Okay, so now we're ready. So what you have to do first is we're going to apply gloves to our hands because these are going to insulate our hands from the microcurrent because we want that microcurrent all focused on the areas that we're treating on the face, the neck, the chest, where if you don't wear the gloves to insulate your hands, the current will run through your hands and you'll get less current on your face. Okay, so these gloves are just some vinyl gloves that I picked up at the beauty supply store. I like these ones because they are a little bit longer. With your device, you do get a pair, 50 pairs or 100 of the poly gloves. Now, I do like those ones too, but for this video, they are a bit noisy to film with. They'll be a little bit crackly. All right. So we have our lift unit here, and I have my Pico toner accessory cable already hooked up. I have my glove snaps. I match the red with the red, which is your positive, and the black with the black, okay? So my gloves are in the size medium, and what's cool about these is it doesn't matter which hand because you have a snap here and you have a snap here. So whichever you feel comfortable with wearing. I usually put the glove on the hand where the tag is up. I haven't cut off the tag yet because this is my first time using these conductive gloves. Now these ones come in sizes small, medium, large, and I got the medium and they come down pretty far on me. So I might have been able to get away with the small one. So with this, the tag is going to be on the inside. They're not labeled left or right. And one thing I want to make a suggestion is when you're using your unit and you're wearing it on your wrist, make sure you do not apply the unit to your wrist or take it off while you're wearing the gloves because this is Velcro and it will get caught in here and pull the silver threads and ruin them, okay? So with this, when you're doing certain movements, it is going to matter where you're going to have the positive and the negative. So remember, we always want negative over positive to, you're pushing the negative away when it matters, okay? So I'm going to snap these in place. And I'm going to turn on my lift unit, and when I turn it on, it automatically goes to P1. So we're going to start out at, let's see, we're going to start out at 35% and we'll adjust from there, okay? So I'm going to start out with the gloves on my hand and we're just on my face, and we're just going to give myself a little massage. No, ooh, I do feel that. Oh, I'm going to turn it down. It's too strong. So I'm just going to press the power button and turn the intensity down to, we're going to do 25. Okay, so when you're using the gloves, you want to make sure that you don't touch them together because when you touch them together, it will cancel out the current. So I'm just going to put these on my face and I'm just going to do a nice massage. Ooh, that is strong. We're going to turn that down again. All right, so I'm going to try 20%. Okay, still too strong. Wow, I didn't realize this was going to be that strong. All right, so P1, we're going to go, I'm going to do 15%. See, my skin impedance is different than yours, okay? So yeah, that feels good, okay? So we're just going to come in here, give my skin a massage. Try not to touch the gloves together. Work here in the back of the neck. Come in and squeeze the sternomasculoid. Get that worked in there. So this is specifically addressing the connective tissue fascia release. And the beauty about Neurotris devices is you can use them all over your neck and all over your chest because they are cleared, medically cleared to use in these areas. Now, I didn't put any lotion on my body. I'm gonna work in here. So we're just kind of just giving a little massage, warming up the tissues. And I do have some chest wrinkles here. So I'm going to take the gloves and just kind of spread the tissue apart right here. Just going to start out at the chest for a little bit here. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to work my collarbone. I'm going to take my fingers and kind of grip right here underneath my collarbone, and I'm just going to massage this a little bit right in through here. And when you're massaging into the skin, you don't want to use that much pressure, which we can get carried away with, right? Just pulling that tissue down here. Okay, gonna come up over here. I have a lot of adhesions underneath my collarbone. I can feel it here. So okay, so next what I want to do is I'm going to put my hand here underneath my collarbone, and actually I'm going to put it here by my neck, and I'm going to start to work my neck. I'm just going to take my fingers, and as I'm working the tissue down, I'm stretching my neck to the side. So today I'm just free-handing with this so you guys can see the unit in action and we can get like my first impression with this. And then I'm gonna do videos where I follow all the videos that Jane created and we can see the difference. This feels amazing, by the way. It's really, I can really feel this working really good. You get a lot of tension right in through here. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to work my neck. And I'm just going to put my hand here underneath my collarbone. And I'm just going to get a lot of tension right in through here. this connects down here in your collarbone. Oh, right here. This is the left side of my neck where I'm having a lot of issues. Oh, well, this feels amazing. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. So the next time I jump on and do a demo with this, I'll use the black gloves and I'll tell you if I can, if I notice that there is a noticeable difference. Wow. I can just tell you, like, this feels so amazing. Oh, wow. This is going to be so wonderful for me. I cannot wait to use this on my clients and give them a fascia massage. Okay, so what I like to do also is have a bowl full of water, and I like to re-dip my hands in it because the gloves can absorb it and it can dry out. So next we're gonna work under here, underneath my chin. I have a lot of adhesions in my jawline, especially like right in through here. I'm going to just move the glove down so I don't touch it. But I'm just gonna hold right here. Just kind of supercharge the area, flood it with the current so it can hydrate those tissues and further help release those adhesions. So I'll just work this side of my face and then we'll move over to the other side. Hold right in through here. Oh my God, this feels amazing. I know I'm gonna feel so good after this. It's one of the things about Neurotris microcurrent is the energy is pure, and it really makes you feel so good. Like, really feels so good. So I do have a lot of adhesions underneath my cheekbone. So I'm just going to take this, I'm gonna hover it right here in my cheekbone. I'm just going to kind of stretch down. Oh, wow. Come over here, right here in front of the ear. You have TMJ or you're a jaw clencher. You get a lot of pain right here in front of the ear. Look at the skin compared over here. Look at how healthy and plump it looks compared to this side. Okay, so I'm just going to work here around my cheekbone. Come up and work around my eyes. I just noticed, like, in the areas where I have a lot of adhesions, like I have one right here in the side of my nose, here along my eye, that I definitely feel the current a little bit more, and I feel tender. Oh, especially like right here. Kind of work crow's feet here. I'm just gonna kind of pull them apart a little bit. Can you see, like, I'm getting a lift already? Oh, I could stay here in this section for my eyes forever. I have so many adhesions right here under my brow bone that I need to do at least a couple of rounds of the facelifter program with block therapy. All right. Okay, so next let's do the 11. Let's not touch the gloves together. Oh, this is amazing. I just cannot tell you how amazing this is. I feel that all the way up into my temple. And where I've been noticing a lot of my adhesions lately, because I've been under so much stress, is right here along my hairline. And this just feels amazing. Look at this side. Look at this side. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on this side. Okay, so I'm just going to come up underneath here under my jaw and work this side. I could sit here literally for an hour and do this. We're already almost 20 minutes in, 15 minutes in. Hold it right here for a little bit. Kind of help with those blockages right there. I always get an adhesion right here because I was in a motorcycle accident, and this, like, my whole entire lower face was like scraped up, but this was like the worst part. So I have a lot of scar tissue right in here. I have a lot of adhesions. My my depressors are really tight right in through here. So spending some time here in this area to release the adhesions would be really good. Ooh, yeah, definitely. And, you know, if you're starting to see marionette lines, there's a good chance that your depressors are really tight and that fascia is really adhered to the bone. So by doing your fascia release, it will help release those adhesions and you'll start to see the skin pick up around there and reattach to the muscle. I hang out here in front of my ear. When I'm demonstrating like this, it's kind of hard for me to kind of keep track of what I did on the other side. But I'm going to try my hardest too. And come in here. Kind of work up underneath that cheekbone. Oh. I just cannot get over how amazing this feels. Oh. So this is unlike any program I've tried. Definitely different than P2. So P2 on the Pico toner works more in the skin, where this is going deeper and working in that fascia. There's no wrong way to do this. It's microcurrent, so you just have to have fun with it, be creative, and you do you. It's not about fancy movements or anything like that. I'll work around my eye, over here. Oh, those adhesions right there. I'm hoping that by doing this too, we'll see some release of that fluid in my eyes that's trapped by all those adhesions that are wrapped around my bone. Wow, look at the lift already. I can just tell you right now, by doing this program, doing this massage and spending the time, that my face doesn't feel as tense as what it did before. Like I've had a stressful couple weeks, and the amount of pain that I was experiencing in my face from all the tension was becoming a problem to where I was getting headaches, and I've just been really neglecting myself. And I feel so good now. Look at my skin, at how glowing it is. Okay, so now we're just going to kind of flush this out. Kind of flush it out, come around the eyes. Just lightly flush it out. I'm gonna go a little bit more right here. Okay. don't know why I make those facial movements. Okay, now I'm going to work around my lips. It's going to come up under here underneath my jaw again. I kind of want to spend just a little bit more right here where I have that adhesion that's really bothering me. This one pulls a lot. Okay. So as you guys know, this is going to be a long demo again, but it's good that you can see this unit really in action and see what my skin looks like after. I just cannot believe that glow of my skin. It looks so good. And you know, when I was watching the videos for this and I saw Jane's skin, it just looks so glowy and just like everything, look, everything just looks so good. And that's not even lifting. That is just working your fascia, the connective tissue, releasing adhesions and doing a massage. Wow. Okay, so now I'm going to remove my gloves. So I'm going to turn my unit off. So we have 35 minutes left in that program. So I'm going to remove the gloves here. I probably shouldn't pull them like that. Okay. All right. So, and I'm going to remove the snaps. Set these to the side. Okay, remove these. I forgot to grab a mask brush. You know what? Look what came. We're gonna do a facial with this, by the way. So I'm just gonna use this brush and I'm going to just put a light layer of conductive gel on my skin. So I'm using the Lemieux O2 Calming Gel, and I'm just going to lightly just brush this on my skin all over. And we're going to do 2 lifts at the same time. Now, when you're using 2 attachments at the same time, you just want to take note that it's dividing the current between the 2 of them. So you may need to bump up the intensity. Now, I do not like to lift on my neck or my forehead, but we are going to do a little bit of a forehead movement. If you saw my last Pico toner video, then you've seen these already. And this is in the P2 program for this unit with just doing a lifting treatment with the holds. Okay. So, all right, so I have one lift unit here, which a lift probe comes with your lift unit. And look, they made the cord shorter, by the way. So I'm going to plug this on one side. And then since I already have this accessory cable, I'm gonna take my original lift unit that I have here, and I'm going to hook it up to the other side. And this is going to be a quick treatment. So we're going to hold each position for 90 seconds. And with the lift, it doesn't matter if positive is over negative, but if you're conscious of it, you can do that. But Jane says it doesn't matter, but I'm just going to put it on there. Okay. All right. So here we go. We got 2 lifts. We're going to turn on the lift unit to program P2, which is Lift and Tone by Neurotris. And I'm going to start it out. Let's do 400 and see what happens, okay? So I'm going to have this nearby. So I can, or I'm sorry, 40%, not 400. Okay, so we're just going to take both and hold here for 90 seconds. This is great to have 2 of these when you're working in the treatment room. Gives you, quick lift for your clients, quick treatment. So 90 seconds would be 1.5 minutes, by the way. So I do feel the current. Once we get up to the eyes, we may need to adjust. So we have about 30 more seconds. And then we're going to move up to right through here, which Jane calls the buccinator area. A few more seconds. Okay, so we're going to move up and hold right here. I'm demonstrating with the 2 units to show you that you could do that. And also, if you have a Pico toner and a lift, or you have a lift already, because when you get this special edition lift unit, you will get a Jane Mann Lift probe. So I was just showing that you can use 2 at the same time. So when we get around the eye area, we may need to turn down the current. We will see. And when I get to the forehead, I'm going to unplug 1 unit because I can't use both of them on my forehead. And I'll unplug it from my unit because if it's still plugged in, the current is still going to be charged. I think it will still be going in here. I'm pretty sure. All right, so how much longer do we have here? Okay, just like 10 more seconds. 1, 2. And I'm just using the timer on the Pico toner. Oops, I'm sorry, I lied. We have 10 more seconds now. Okay, and then we're gonna hover over the cheekbone now. Okay, so what I like to do with this one is I'll hover for 30 seconds over the first half. So we're actually gonna probably spend 2 minutes here. So I do feel a current. It doesn't feel strong. I just feel it fluttering. Okay, a couple more seconds, and then we're gonna hover 30 seconds over the back half of the cheekbone. When I get up, I'm gonna have to rehydrate the gel. It's already absorbed into my skin. Okay, just a couple more seconds, and then we're gonna rotate it to the front half of the cheekbone again. Okay, so 30 seconds here. Okay, 10 more seconds, and then we'll rotate it to the back half for 30 seconds, and then we'll be done with the cheekbones. Okay, last 30 seconds right here. And then I'm just gonna rehydrate my gel. Okay, so I have a little bit of gel left in my bowl, so I'm just gonna use this up so I don't waste it instead of going in with a spray. So I'm just gonna put that all over my eyes right now. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to focus these on the eyes. So I'm gonna take the thumbs and the first set of fingers and focus it on the first inner part of my eye. So we got pretty much the arch and the inner part of the eye. We're gonna hold for 30 seconds. And then we're gonna rotate it to the back half of the eye into the temple. Okay, back half. So since we spent a lot of time with that P1 program, working in the fascia, getting the tissues all hydrated, stimulating that ATP, cellular energy, bringing up blood flow, you don't really need to do much with your lifting because we warmed up those muscles. So this is going to give us a nice, natural, easy lift. Okay, rotating to the front half. So I didn't turn down my unit. I'm still at 40%. So I would say like we're probably getting 200 microamps between the both, if I'm not mistaken. I do feel the current right in here. I feel the little fluttering, but it's not uncomfortable. So I would probably, the next time I do this treatment, if I'm using 2 units, for the lower part of my face, especially in my cheeks, I would probably bump up the percentage. I would probably go maybe to 50% and try it. Remember, that's just me. It may not be you, but you could play around with it. All right. So here's going to be our last 30 seconds right here. Wow, this demo is long. gonna be an hour. This is gonna be an hour-long video. Over an hour. Bye. Oh well, I just really wanted you guys to see this in action in case you're interested in it because it is such a great deal. All right, look at that. Looks so good, right? So I'm going to unplug one lift probe, from my Pico toner. And I'm going to turn down the intensity to 30%. And I'm going to take what's left over of my gel to rehydrate it. I just cannot believe how good my skin looks. And then I'm going to take the lift unit. I keep calling this a unit, the lift probe, and I'm just going to go up and down on my forehead here, just to kind of bring up some circulation here. Okay, and then I'm gonna wipe off these probes with the gel in it because those are gonna be in my hairline. And I'm gonna start out here on this side. I have one row of fingers in my hairline and one right here in my forehead. My hair is wet, so it should be conducting in there too. And we're just gonna hold this for 30 seconds. And we're gonna work our way 3 spots around the hairline. This feels really good. Okay, so now we're gonna move to like right here and hold. Okay, move to the next spot. Last one. All right, so there is our treatment. And we have, from 30-minute program, there's 18 minutes and 34 seconds left. So I'm gonna turn off my Pico toner. And another lift treatment that you could do is you could do that mid-face lift. See? You can do 2 at the same time. How cool is that? All right, so I am going to go remove this gel. I'll film my after video, and then we can see if we see a difference in my skin and compare it. So that ends the tutorial or the demonstration for this part of the video. I hope that you really enjoyed it. I'm sorry it's long, but I wanted you to see this in full action so you could see if it's right for you, okay? I'll see you. Okay, for those of you that made it through this first part of the video and into the demo, I wanted to pop up my before video and my after video to show you the difference in my skin after. Now just take into consideration that my skin is going to be pink because I just did this demonstration and I had all that circulation going through my skin, but you can see that my skin looks more healthy, more radiant, more firm, toned, and lifted, and my structure just looks so much better. Oh, just love it. All right, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope that you found that it was helpful. And if this is on your wish list or you decide to pick one up, please let me know down below in the description box. And I will just want to add one more thing. is that, you know, Neurotris has one of the best customer services that I've experienced. They're very, you can actually call them and reach a person versus doing a chat or chatting with, someone from somewhere else, right? You talk to someone directly that works for the company. Now, with this unit, so it is a limited 1-year warranty. You have customer support. And I just want to say, from what I remember with the return policy, I want to say it's 10 days. If you return, let's see, what does it say here? I think it's 10 days. You can return it within 10 days unopened and to get your full money back minus the shipping. If you open the box, you can return it within 10 days, but you have to pay a 20% restocking fee. So just so you know what the return policy is, but I can stand by Neurotris. They have the best customer service. They're amazing. They work with you and you can talk to an actual live person. They truly care about their customers. If you've been following me, there's been a lot of their customers already who've had the original Pico toner unit and they've had, to send it in, or they've upgraded their unit, and Neurotris so kindly worked with them. So they're an amazing company. I love them so much. Tony is a genius and Jane Mann is a genius. All right, I'm sending you guys so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.